Love isn't always expressed through grand gestures or poetic words. It's often found in the small, everyday actions that reveal how someone truly feels. When a man is in love, he may not always say it outright, but his behavior will show it in ways that are impossible to ignore. From the way he looks at you to the way he supports you, his love is reflected in the little things he does. One of the biggest signs is his effort. Love isn't about convenience. It's about making time, paying attention, and showing care even when it's not easy. A man who is genuinely in love doesn't just make you feel special on good days. He's there for you on the difficult ones too. He listens when you need to talk, remembers the little things about you, and prioritizes your happiness. His love isn't conditional, it's steady, real, and sincere. Another sign is his emotional investment. When a man is serious about you, he includes you in his world. He introduces you to his close friends and family, makes future plans with you in mind, and considers your feelings when making decisions. He doesn't just think about the present. He envisions a future where you are an important part of his life. His love isn't just about attraction or fun. It's about building something meaningful and lasting. The way he reacts in different situations also speaks volumes. If he gets jealous but tries to hide it, it means he cares deeply but doesn't want to appear controlling. If he notices small changes in your appearance, it shows how much attention he pays to you. If he supports your dreams and encourages your success, it's because he wants to see you thrive. These aren't things a man does for just anyone. They are signs that his feelings for you are real. Communication is another key indicator. When he reaches out just to check on you, calls or texts without needing a reason, and listens even when he's busy, it means he values your presence in his life. He doesn't just talk when it's convenient. He makes an effort to stay connected because he genuinely enjoys being with you. He respects your opinions, values your thoughts, and never makes you feel unimportant. Above all, love is about consistency. It's not about occasional romantic moments. It's about showing up day after day in both big and small ways. A man who truly loves you won't leave you guessing about his feelings. His actions will make it clear. He prioritizes you, he respects you, and he genuinely cares about your well-being. If you notice these signs, it's a strong indication that his love for you is deep and real. 1. He always finds excuses to talk to you. When a man is truly in love with you, he will always find ways to talk to you, no matter how small or random the reason may be. It won't always be about something important. Sometimes it's just an excuse to hear your voice, see your smile, or feel connected to you. He might send you a funny meme, ask about your day, or bring up a topic that he knows you're interested in just to keep the conversation going. Even if he has nothing specific to say, he'll create moments to interact with you. You'll notice that he texts you even when there's no real reason, just to check in or say something light-hearted. If you work or study together, he might casually walk past you more often than necessary, or ask for your help with something he could easily do himself. He'll pretend to need advice, even if he already knows the answer, just so he can engage with you. Even in a group setting, he'll find subtle ways to direct the conversation toward you, asking for your opinion or making sure you're included. If you're busy, he won't get discouraged. He'll patiently wait for the right moment to reach out again. He enjoys talking to you because it feels natural and exciting for him. A man in love doesn't need a perfect reason to talk to you. The effort he puts into staying connected, initiating conversations, and making sure you know he's there all point to the fact that he genuinely cares. Even the simplest, "Hey, how's your day?" is his way of saying, "I'm thinking about you." When someone consistently finds excuses to talk to you, it's one of the clearest signs that love is involved. 2. He remembers the little things you say. When a man is truly in love with you, he listens to you with full attention and remembers the little things you say, even when you least expect it. It could be a random detail you mentioned weeks ago, like your favorite coffee order, a childhood memory, or a dream you have for the future. To most people, these details might seem insignificant, but to him, they matter because you matter. You might casually mention that you love a certain song, and the next time you're together, he plays it. Or maybe you once told him about a book you wanted to read, and later he surprises you with it. These small gestures show that he's not just hearing you, he's truly listening and storing away details about you because he cares. Even in conversations, you'll notice how he brings up things you barely remember telling him. He might recall the exact way you like your food, your favorite color, or the name of your childhood pet. This shows that when you talk, he's not just waiting for his turn to speak. He's genuinely invested in everything you say. Beyond remembering details, he also uses them to make you feel special. If you mentioned having a stressful day at work, he might check in later to see how you're feeling. If you once talked about your dream vacation, he might bring it up again and say, "One day we should go there together." This proves that he's thinking about a future with you. When a man remembers the little things, it's a sign that his feelings run deep. It's not just about memory. It's about love, care, and the effort he's making to show you that you truly matter to him. 3. His eyes light up when he sees you. When a man is in love with you, his emotions often show before he even says a word. One of the clearest signs is the way his eyes light up the moment he sees you. It's an involuntary reaction, something he can't fake or control. His entire face brightens, his expression softens, and there's an undeniable warmth in his gaze. Even if he's having a bad day, the second he sees you, his mood shifts, and you can literally see happiness in his eyes. This isn't just about a simple smile. It's about the way his entire presence changes. His pupils may dilate slightly, his eyebrows may raise a little, and his body language instantly becomes more open and inviting. He might lean in without realizing it, as if he's drawn to you. Even if he tries to play it cool, his eyes give him away. They hold a spark, a silent message that says, "I'm so happy to see you." You might notice this reaction when you unexpectedly walk into a room, when he spots you from across a crowd, or even when he greets you after just a short time apart. The excitement in his eyes is pure and unfiltered, like someone who has just found something precious. He may not always say how much he loves being around you, but his expression speaks louder than words. This kind of reaction is rare and genuine. It happens when someone truly cares, when their feelings are so strong that they physically can't hide them. If his eyes light up every time he sees you, it's because you bring him real joy, and his heart can't help but show it. 4. He prioritizes your happiness over his own. When a man is truly in love with you, your happiness becomes just as important, if not more important, than his own. He doesn't just care about you. He actively puts effort into making sure you feel loved, supported, and happy. This doesn't mean he ignores his own needs, but rather that he naturally considers yours in every situation. You'll notice it in the little things. If you're cold, he offers you his jacket without a second thought. If you're having a bad day, he'll do whatever it takes to cheer you up, even if it means sacrificing his own comfort. Maybe he hates romantic movies, but he watches them with you because he knows they make you happy. Perhaps he cancels his own plans just to be there for you when you need him. It's not about grand gestures. It's about the everyday moments where he chooses you over his own convenience. When ordering food, he makes sure to get something you like. When making decisions, he considers how they will affect you. Even in disagreements, he tries to understand your feelings rather than just proving himself right. True love is selfless, and a man who prioritizes your happiness isn't doing it because he has to. He's doing it because your joy brings him joy. When he sees you smile, it makes his day. When you're upset, he feels it too and does whatever he can to make things better. It's not about him trying to impress you. It's about his deep, genuine love for you. If he consistently puts your happiness first, it's one of the strongest signs that he's truly in love with you. Because when a man loves you, seeing you happy is what makes him the happiest. 5. He gets jealous but tries to hide it. When a man is truly in love with you, he might feel jealous when he sees you getting attention from others. But instead of openly showing it, he tries to hide it. He doesn't want to seem possessive or insecure, but his emotions betray him in small, subtle ways. You might notice a shift in his behavior when you talk about another guy or when someone flirts with you. His tone may change slightly, or he might become quieter than usual. Sometimes he'll joke about it, pretending not to care, but deep down, it bothers him. He might try to change the subject, find an excuse to pull you away, or suddenly become more attentive as if to remind you of his presence. Even if he's good at hiding it, his body language gives him away. His smile might fade for a moment, his jaw may tense, or he might cross his arms defensively. He'll watch the situation closely, even if he pretends not to. If he's confident, he might not act out, but he will definitely feel a little uneasy inside. The key here is balance. A man who truly loves you won't try to control you or stop you from talking to others, but he will feel protective in a way that shows he values you. He won't lash out or start unnecessary arguments, but he might subtly show his emotions through small reactions. If he gets jealous but tries to hide it, it means he cares deeply. He doesn't want to seem needy, but he also can't ignore the fact that he wants to be the one who has your attention. His jealousy isn't about ownership, it's about love and the fear of losing someone who means everything to him. 6. He supports your dreams and goals. When a man is truly in love with you, he not only admires your dreams and goals, but actively supports them. He doesn't just listen when you talk about your ambitions. He encourages you, motivates you, and even helps you in any way he can to turn them into reality. You'll notice that he believes in you even when you doubt yourself. If you're feeling discouraged or overwhelmed, he reminds you of your strengths and pushes you to keep going. Whether it's a career goal, a personal passion, or something as simple as a new hobby, he shows genuine excitement for your success. He doesn't see your dreams as separate from him. He sees them as a part of the life you're building together. His support isn't just words, it's actions. He'll stay up late helping you prepare for an important presentation, celebrate even your smallest achievements, and remind you of how far you've come. If you need space to focus on your goals, he respects that. If you need a boost of confidence, he gives it to you. A man who loves you will never make you feel like your dreams are too big or unimportant. Instead, he'll push you to aim higher and reassure you that he's by your side every step of the way. He won't feel threatened by your success. He'll be proud of it, because when you win, he feels like he's winning too. True love isn't just about romance, it's about partnership. And if he consistently supports your dreams and goals, it means he sees a future with you, one where both of you grow, achieve, and succeed together. 7. He listens to you even when it's not convenient. When a man is truly in love with you, he listens to you not just when it's easy or convenient, but even when he's tired, busy, or distracted. He doesn't just hear your words, he genuinely pays attention because what you say matters to him. You'll notice this in small moments. Maybe he's in the middle of something important, but if you need to talk, he puts his phone down or pauses what he's doing to focus on you. Even if he can't respond immediately, he makes sure to check in later and continue the conversation. He doesn't just listen to reply, he listens to understand, because your feelings and thoughts are important to him. His body language also shows it. He maintains eye contact, nods at the right moments, and reacts naturally to what you're saying. He doesn't interrupt or dismiss your words, even if the topic isn't something he's personally interested in. Whether you're sharing your deepest fears or simply talking about your day, he makes an effort to be present. Even during disagreements, he listens instead of just waiting for his turn to speak. He tries to understand your point of view, rather than shutting down or walking away. This shows that he values not just your words, but also your emotions and perspective. True love isn't just about grand gestures, it's found in these everyday moments. A man who listens even when it's inconvenient isn't just being polite, he's showing you that you are a priority in his life. When someone truly cares, they don't need the perfect time to listen. They make time because you matter to them. 8. He texts or calls you without any reason. When a man is truly in love with you, he doesn't need a specific reason to text or call you. He does it simply because he wants to stay connected. It's not about asking for something or needing information. It's about letting you know that you're on his mind. You'll notice that his messages aren't always long or complex. Sometimes it's just a simple, "Hey, what are you doing?" or "Hope your day is going well." Other times he might send a funny meme, a random thought, or a song that reminds him of you. These little gestures mean that even in the middle of his busy day, he's thinking about you and wants to feel close to you. His calls follow the same pattern. He might call just to hear your voice or share something that happened to him. Even if it's a short conversation, it's his way of staying emotionally connected. If he's calling you after a long day, instead of just going to sleep, it's a sign that you are someone special to him. Unlike someone who only reaches out when they need something, a man in love doesn't need an excuse. He won't wait for you to text first or play games. He'll make the effort because he genuinely enjoys talking to you. It's not about keeping a conversation going all the time. It's about making sure you know that he cares, even in the simplest ways. When a man calls or texts without any reason, it means you're always on his mind. Love isn't just about grand gestures. It's about the small, consistent efforts that show how much someone truly values you. 9. He notices small changes in your appearance. When a man is truly in love with you, he pays close attention to even the smallest details about you, especially changes in your appearance. It's not just about noticing a dramatic makeover or a new outfit. He sees the subtle things that most people overlook. If you change your hairstyle even slightly, he'll notice and mention it. If you wear a new shade of lipstick or try a different perfume, he'll pick up on it and might even compliment you. He might say things like, "Did you do something different with your hair? It looks nice," or "That color really suits you." These little comments show that he's truly paying attention because he genuinely admires you. Even on days when you don't think you look your best, he'll notice your natural beauty. He might mention how your eyes sparkle when you're happy, or how cute you look when you're deep in thought. If you seem tired or stressed, he'll pick up on it and ask if everything is okay, proving that he's not just noticing physical changes, but also how you feel. It's not just about attraction, it's about appreciation. He values you enough to notice the little things because, to him, everything about you is special. When someone takes the time to observe and appreciate the smallest details about you, it's a clear sign that they see you as more than just another person. They see you as someone truly important in their life. 10. He respects your opinions and values. When a man is truly in love with you, he deeply respects your opinions and values, even if they differ from his own. He doesn't just listen to you, he genuinely considers your perspective and appreciates the way you think. Instead of dismissing your views, he engages in meaningful conversations with you, showing that he values your thoughts as much as his own. You'll notice that he asks for your opinions on important matters, whether it's about his career, personal life, or even small daily decisions. He wants to know what you think because he trusts your judgment and respects your intelligence. Even when he disagrees with you, he does so in a kind and understanding way, never making you feel like your opinion is invalid or unimportant. He also respects your personal values and beliefs. If something is important to you, whether it's a cultural tradition, a moral principle, or a personal boundary, he honors it. He won't pressure you to change your values for him. Instead, he embraces them as part of who you are. He understands that love isn't about control, it's about mutual respect and acceptance. This kind of respect extends to how he treats you in conversations. He doesn't interrupt, talk over you, or dismiss your thoughts. Instead, he listens attentively, asks thoughtful questions, and shows genuine interest in what matters to you. True love isn't just about attraction or shared interests. It's about valuing each other as individuals. When a man truly respects your opinions and values, it's a sign that he sees you as an equal partner, someone whose thoughts and beliefs deserve to be heard and appreciated. 11. He makes future plans with you in mind. When a man is truly in love with you, he doesn't just think about the present, he includes you in his future. Whether it's small plans for the weekend or long-term life goals, he naturally considers you in everything he envisions. This is a clear sign that he sees you as an important part of his life and isn't just with you for the moment. You'll notice this in the way he talks about the future. Instead of saying, "I want to travel someday," he says, "We should go there together." Instead of making solo career decisions, he might ask for your opinion and think about how it could impact your relationship. Even small things, like planning a concert months in advance or talking about where he wants to live, include you in the picture. His actions also reflect this mindset. He might introduce you to his family and closest friends, signaling that he wants you to be a part of his world long term. If he's making big life decisions, he'll consider how they affect both of you, not just himself. He may even talk about marriage, kids, or shared dreams, not in a forced way, but because he genuinely imagines a future with you. A man who is only interested in the moment will avoid discussing the future. But a man in love won't hesitate to include you in his plans, no matter how big or small. When he consistently talks about we instead of just me, it's a strong sign that he's not just passing time. He's building a future with you in mind. 12. He genuinely cares about your well-being. When a man is truly in love with you, he doesn't just care about you in a romantic way, he genuinely cares about your overall well-being. Your happiness, health, and emotional state matter to him, and he shows it through his actions, not just his words. You'll notice that he checks in on you regularly, not because he has to, but because he wants to. If you're feeling sick, he'll make sure you have what you need, whether it's medicine, a warm meal, or just someone to comfort you. If you're stressed or overwhelmed, he'll listen, offer support, and try to ease your burden in any way he can. He's not just there for the good times, he stays by your side even when things get tough. He also pays attention to your emotional well-being. If he senses that something is wrong, he doesn't ignore it or brush it off. Instead, he asks how you're feeling and genuinely listens. Even if you say, "I'm fine," he'll notice if something is off and make an effort to understand what's really going on. His care extends to the little things too. He reminds you to eat if you've been too busy, tells you to get some rest when you're overworking yourself, and encourages you to take care of yourself. It's not about control, it's about love and concern. When a man genuinely cares about your well-being, it's because he values you deeply. He doesn't just want to be with you, he wants you to be happy, healthy, and safe. That level of care isn't just attraction, it's a sign of real, lasting love.